saying interest rates are going to increase?
Well, this warning comes from Carl Whelan, who's a professor in economics at UCD, and he is differing from perhaps the consensus. There is a widespread consensus among many economists, including those who run the European Central Bank, that inflation will be a short to medium term problem. But Carl Whelan doesn't think the same. He thinks that there are already some signs that the price rise we've seen is going to be caked in and will then become the new normal as we go into the future.
Maybe Philip Lane's crystal ball works better than mine. But there are an increasing amount of signs that things that looked temporary are ceasing to be, or that there are pass-through effects, so that the increase in energy prices, which was the temporary thing that everybody focused on, raises costs for other businesses, and those businesses start to raise interest rates, raise prices as well.
Now, the concern, if interest rates were to be risen by the ECB, would be then that there would be therefore a knock-on consequence on people's mortgages. Around between a third and half of all of Ireland's mortgages are on a tracker rate directly linked to the ECB's benchmark rates. They would knock on immediately, and every other variable rate would probably then follow suit in short order. And Pearse Doherty of Sinn Féin today has been warning about the consequences for many households.
That means increasing the rates of repayments for households right across the state who have variable and tracker mortgages. Hundreds of thousands of households would face hundreds of euro additional payments in their mortgage rates. Indeed, a new borrower would face an increase, for example, of €2,500 if interest rates were to increase by just 1%.
Now, Pearse Doherty was speaking on the plinth here at Leinster House today, accusing Leo Varadkar of calling for ECB rates to be increased. The Taoiseach was speaking to Claire Brock on last night's Tonight Show here on Virgin Media One, and he said that there could be some role for monetary policy to help avoid further inflation. That was interpreted by Sinn Féin to mean a call for interest rates to rise. Fine Gael says that's not the case at all. There are plenty of other things at stake. But if Carl Whelan's prediction were to come accurate, then not only would you already have rents at the highest they've ever been, and many households already struggling with the cost of living, you would then have many households already finding it difficult to pay the mortgage, suddenly finding the first increase in 10 or 11 years.